trust? Ma'am, I regret to inform you that Grendel's trust is an elusive beast. The hunt continues to this day. Ah, do I detect the backwash of stern looks and veiled threat? Perhaps we should attempt bribery? Dear lady, you overestimate my abilities, though I suppose you would not be the first to do so. I am, after all, remarkable. Dear lady, can I prevail upon you to have a word with Brunt? He's an eager fellow, but he's forever in the way. I was about to say, dear Hestia, a charming girl, of course, but driven, so frightfully driven. Indeed, indeed, but then fanatics are invariably cantankerous. Why, you need only look at... I confess I don't see it. Ruins, sand, ruins, sand, ruins, sand. Aha! You're here! The locals are expecting you. They have armaments ready. Can it be? Customers, how delightful! The Deadsiders will be thrilled. Slander, I assure you. Why, I make it a point to never go where I'm not authorized. Or at least not be caught there. No. Though, of course, I appreciate what I shall choose to interpret as a gesture of solace and kindness. Ah, such things simply cannot be explained. They must be experienced. It pains me to say so, of course, but I am disappointed that the heretics have penetrated your Voxnet. A fine jest, indeed. I was, of course, referring to the strike team and the perils of rat poisoning. Don't be shy, step right in. The finest armaments in the wasteland await. Though that isn't saying much. Come one, come all, to the Deadsider sanctuaries. Maybe you'll find something of interest. If you've a mind for additional mayhem, stop by a Deadsider sanctuary. Forward, my fine fellows! Alas that I cannot be undertaking this weighty toil at your side. Step inside, shelter from your woes, and mayhap acquire something useful. I had gained a certain curio from one of your operatives, dear lady. Now it's nowhere to be seen. A cruel mistress you are indeed, but somehow all the more beguiling for it. I know. One might almost consider that they share our sources of information. Oh, indeed it does. 1,000 gritty particles of chastisement lodging themselves in untoward locations. Ah, but then you are such a stern mistress, dear lady, and your disapproval a powerful motivator. Grendel wished it to be so, and thus here I am, much to dear Ivan's consternation. One doesn't like to blab, but it was that fellow Brunt. A sticky-fingered brute is he. Yes, indeed. Does it thrill you to know that you might be the first to lay hands on a marvel long lost? Old habits, I fear. Or perhaps I don't find you a credible witness. Of course. That goes without saying. One could never accuse you of being giddy. More accurate to say that I am the beneficiary of his forbearance. Alas that you aren't cleared for that information. My hands are tied. Why, I am delighted to have played my humble part in bringing the two of you together. You're not entirely alone down here. The locals have agreed to keep you supplied. Ah, visitors, do step inside. Don't mind the door, it tends to stick. All the more reason to see your squalid little brotherhood destroyed, don't you think? Now, that is a song I've heard many times before. Have you no original material? You can find some delightfully murderous toys at the Deadsider sanctuaries. The locals don't care for us, but they dislike the cultists more. If you're in the mood to improvise, hie yourselves to a Deadsider sanctuary. I knew I liked them for a reason. It certainly isn't the aroma. Perhaps the Deadsiders could revive its flagging spirit. They have a knack to them. Tell me, dear lady, have you never explored the delights of Deadside? Forgive me, but the grandfather's truth appears to be somewhat postulant. All too easily. It's a terrible thing to be so possessive. If I might humbly interject, it's not the friendliest of terrain, dear lady. You're quite certain that the rad-suppressant stims will keep our bold heroes safe, ma'am? Ah, in which case it is one I shall be glad not to undertake. Join me at a Deadsider sanctuary, and we'll barter like gentlemen. Precisely. As ever, I stand humbled by your perspicacity, ma'am. All this activity, just watching you fellows at work makes me feel rather faint. We pesky organic folk get everywhere. We're really quite incorrigible. When you're ready, stop by a Deadsider sanctuary and see what's on offer. Weapon? I'm just making conversation. Reluctantly. The locals are touchy fellows, but they've agreed to provide armaments. I still don't understand why you don't take more direct charge of these forays, dear lady. Hello out there. Can I interest you in a resupply? Step right up. Then might I suggest a lighter touch? Your ministrations are likely to pound them flat. I'm sure they're doing their best, dear lady. The heretics are most obdurate. You really are a dab hand with that Valkyrie. Perhaps you can show me a thing or two? Unnecessary? Has no one ever told you that good morale is crucial to victory? Do I detect a whiff of critique? Can you be referring to me? For shame. Sometimes I think you have no beauty in your soul. Ahoy there! Can I interest you in some vicious little toys? Let me see. No, it's not there. I fear that if you have to ask, no words of mine will ever bring enlightenment. If only we had reliable tools with which to work. I blame its keeper, and I'm sure they are, but look at what he has to work with. Oh, I'm sure it isn't. I'm just a humble traveler. I've negotiated an armament supply line with the locals. Where are you going now, team? I'm really not sure that's the right direction. So I've heard it said, but the journey can be a thing of beauty. You'll be pleased to know I've convinced the locals to offer their support. Suitably chastened, I pledge to say not another word on this topic. I must say it's simply splendid to be spending more time in your company, dear lady. If I may make so bold, there's more to life than efficiency. Let me assure you that investigations are underway even now. Your Storm Raptor doesn't appear to be in the finest condition. My sincere apologies, dear lady. My attention was wandering. Did I say splendid? I of course meant intoxicating. Tell me, have you seen anything of interest from the airy skies? Is that so? How sad. And I've no doubt one of the kindest you might think to apply. I do think our jolly band is making fine progress, don't you? Provocation? Dear lady, you wound me. What terribly suspicious minds you heretics have. Oh, absolutely not. That's part of the fun. I must say, I have high hopes for this particular foray. So much of these wastes look the same, don't you find? I shall be sure to do so. Which one? Why do I find myself doubting that? Perfection. My spine is tingling. Alas, conversation is a lost art. Well done, team. You are making fine progress. Oh, but I am, dear lady. I am. You yearn to foray into the field, dear lady? I stand suitably chastened, ma'am. I'm certain they are doing their best, dear lady. In the fullness of time, dear lady. I would have it no other way. Not entirely.
I'm sure you're familiar with scripture concerning Saint Messalina. Fascinating, of course, but it's not the whole tale. What's most telling is what the official record leaves out, and why. But you wouldn't be interested in that. If I were you, I wouldn't dwell on who any of the servitors used to be. So distressing to see a familiar face behind all those implants and cables. Now, I'm not one to spread scurrilous gossip, but have you noticed how edgy Zola's been of late? A suspicious man might think she has something to hide. House Barquette, House Margrave, tick-tock, tick-tock, which will fall when the bell chimes for midnight. It's probably better you don't tell anyone that you got that from me. I wouldn't like it if certain people found out. And believe me, nor would you. This is a splendid vessel, don't you think? Almost certain not to fall apart in a tragic fashion, I'm sure. I speak for a power greater than myself, and how many can say that? Yes, of course I mean the Emperor. I mean, really. And how are we today? Still blindly trudging into the darkness without asking questions? Excellent, simply excellent. The Lady Hestia. Are you truly certain she is as she seems? So few are. I don't care what anyone else says. I like Masozi. I'm almost sure she's not a secret heretic. Grendel? Oh, we are the very best of friends, I assure you. And even if we were not, would that really matter? I'm simply a purveyor of unconsidered trifles. Nothing for you to worry about, trust me. Now, let me see. I have just the thing for a discerning fellow such as yourself. Just remember, I am always here should you need to unburden yourself. I find it better not to judge the motives of others. It puts me in rarefied company. Ah, I was just thinking about you, and about how we shall be the very best of friends. Don't you think that Morrow looks tired? Lately the years hang as never before. Oh, yes. Let us converse as only old friends may. Things are about to get complicated. Yes. Loyalty is so important. It must be. Look at how many loyalties Zola has. We all serve in our own way, only we don't all serve the same cause. Not everything forbidden is without value, but don't tell anyone I said so. Should you wish, you can use the extractor to retrieve the contents of the data reliquary. Now that is a visage worthy of capturing in the finest of oils. Oh, don't mind me, I'm just shamelessly pursuing my own scurrilous agenda. I jest, of course. Oh yes, you'll see me around from time to time. I like to show my face. Figuratively, you understand. Who am I? Just a good fellow who seeks to bring a bit of colour to your grey existence. Is this a troubled soul I see before me? Let me soothe you. I'm overjoyed to say that we have an extractor here that can access your data reliquary. That particular piece is absolutely not stolen, in case you were wondering. Oh, that? Absolutely not cursed. You may be assured of that. Have you noticed how Zola pores over all those reports? What is she seeking, do you think? It's very simple. One is not a heretic until one is accused. Oh, the marks? The last owner had quite the grip. I jest, of course. Don't be deceived by that one. Its true nature is really rather remarkable. Do I work for Grendel? Oh, I couldn't possibly confirm or deny. I see you have a data reliquary. Use the extractor to peek inside. Wouldn't it be terrible if the Lady Brahms grew tired of the warband's presence? One should never listen to rumors, of course, but our good Inquisitor does rather attract them. I confess not everything in my catalogue is strictly sanctioned, but who has time to keep up with all these rules? Not what I would have chosen. But you have a certain idiosyncratic style. Ah, I see in you a person of exquisite tastes. Tell me, has anyone ever told you how fascinating your eyes are? Keep your eyes open. You never know what you might see. Yes, I can see the two of you were made for each other. The Imperial Truth. Interesting name, isn't it? Don't worry. Even when you can't see me, I'm never far away. Rannick! Now, there's a man of unquestionable loyalty. He gave a hearty wave of farewell, not knowing if they would ever meet again. Oh, don't thank me. Your pleasure is the only reward I require. Am I part of the crew? I suppose I must be, if everyone else says so. No, my lips are sealed. I would not want to be thought indiscreet. You are always watched. Always. Feel free to bring the data reliquary to the extractor, so you can have a good rummage. Stay safe, he said, as if that were at all possible in this life. A curious choice. Be careful who sees you with it. It breaks my heart to part with that particular piece. It may yet break yours. What would you care for, the usual or the refined? Don't display it openly elsewhere on the ship. That's my advice. I come and go as I please. Why, who would stop me? And a glorious day to you. After all, hope springs eternal. So soon. Well, it is what it is. Oh, I'm certainly not to be trusted. I'm sure that's what they tell you. Really? That one? What a courageous choice. The secrets of Atoma go deeper than you might think. Emperor, protect us! I mean, if you think that's likely. We will meet again when festival draws nigh. You'll be back. They always are. Remarkable. I never thought I'd manage to sell that one. I assure you I would never be caught selling heretic wares. Oh, I'm very pleased to see you. Oh, very pleased indeed. Sold! And with the deepest of joy. Magnificent! How could you have chosen anything else? I offer only the finest delights. Do you feel a shadow upon your heart? You will. No. I suppose parting is for the best. Mark my words, it can only get worse. Oh, look, another customer. Yes, I confess, I picked that up especially for you. That particular item, I'm sure I couldn't say where I got it. Think of me what you will, so long as you think of me. Alas, that parting is inevitable. The Lord Margrave. Now there's an interesting fellow, don't you think? Oh, look, it's found another victim. I mean, owner. Trust no one, especially not me. This war has only begun, mark my words. You've been splendid company, simply splendid. This promises to be an interesting exchange. Zola really doesn't seem happy. I'll be thinking of you long after you're gone. I'm sure I will have more delights for you soon. Oh, the two of you will get on splendidly. I'll see you again, I'm sure. Until fate reunites us. Parting is such somber sorrow. Watch your back. Do tell your friends about me. Farewell. Goodbye.